Yeah, the year we were born, baby. Bro, somebody in the crowd was like, Alec Baldwin's fucking hot?
Yeah, legit, I had no fucking idea. Blew my mind.
Talking Normies podcast.
Yeah. Hey, what up, y'all? It's the Talking Normies podcast. We are the Talking Normies, and we're doing a podcast.
Yo.
Some of us didn't know that, but it's happening now. What up? Me llamo es Chris Johnson.
Oh, me llamo Spidey.
Me llamo Pat.
It's Mickey.
Ooh-wee.
It's Mickey.
How do you say spider in Spanish?
Araña.
Yeah.
From Discoteca La Araña. Oh, no, we didn't turn the lights on up there? Oh, well.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Podcast.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
No.
Listen, there's a button on there that goes to auto. Don't put it on auto. Just put it on full on. All right, why these? It's you got to pull it off of there. Pull it off of there and look at his ass. All right, guys, we got to turn on the lights.
That, I'll promote something.
Right there.
Tell them about.
After Dark.
Oh my God! Tell them more about that.
Me and Spidey. It's the Normie second channel with me and Spidey.
Yeah, we're actually getting into a nice little group right now.
And the other Normies as well from time to time.
Occasionally.
I think we found.
That one's warm. Should I make it?
No. This one's supposed to be warm.
Oh.
This one's supposed to be not warm.
That one needs to be.
Yeah, we found a pretty good
Yeah,
groove.
we found a nice little groove right
We're
now, and I really
grooving.
like what we're getting into.
Yeah.
We're grooving.
I don't know,
Yeah.
right?
Not on auto, but
We
on
haven't hit
full on.
those Instagram skits yet, but they're coming. They're coming.
Yeah. We need to
I
And
enjoy being on After Dark.
It's
you know what? We've
it's
got
a
another
nice
one.
change of pace.
It
right?
is. You
It's
just
a nice change of pace.
It's just a nice little hangout
Just
session.
kind of chilling, kind of goofing.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good. Some of our videos, I would describe it as like, one doom scroll sesh just packed into one nice video for you.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to sit there and scroll on your phone alone. You can come hang out with us on Normies After Dark.
Yeah, we can just.
When you put it that way, it sounds terrifying.
You remember when you did a try not to laugh?
challenge.
Yeah. And you asked people to send you memes.
Yes.
Have you got some stanky ass memes?
I haven't checked yet.
I DM'd you one, bro. I
okay.
actually wanted to share it on the podcast because it's stanky as fuck.
Our monitor's not.
It
but
is.
That's okay. Can
Send
you
it.
describe it?
No, because it's gonna give it away.
Okay, don't.
Then don't. Yep. Good morning, Jersey Girl. Good morning, everybody who checks this out live with us. This is your live morning show. Woo-wee! We're like Kathy Lee and Hoda. That's a deep cut. They used to do Good Morning America. And they used to get drunk as shit. You stay home from school and them ladies would just be like, "Today we're doing 5 mimosas," and be like, "Hold on,
They're
this is
a
like
vibe,
daytime TV, bro." And they just be
Wait, what?
wine drunk,
Yeah,
bro.
That's
Kathy
why
Lee and
people watch
Hoda.
that show.
Yo, that was like I would say that was like the second peak of the Today. I mean, I think that's probably the peak of the
Why
Today.
Why not?
we
Why don't we? Why don't we? Why not? Why
Yeah.
don't we?
Wait, what?
Let's sacrifice our livers, you guys.
Yeah, let's do it. Why don't we do it?
Oh, the all you can drink mimosas?
No. The Kathy Lee and like Hoda morning show type
Yeah,
shit.
we
bro.
should honestly.
We'll
we
come
should.
in. Don't they sit on stools instead, which was also kind of weird?
How about we
Hey,
do it
we
once
should-
a month so that way my liver can prepare?
Okay. Here's what we do. We
Aren't you a
go to
professional drinker,
downtown with $25 in $5 bills, and we just make pre-made signs, and then we find people and be like, "Will you hold the sign for $5 for like a few minutes?" And then just have them behind us, just like,
Yeah.
It's like,
And we'll just be like, "Oh my God, the crowd is out to see us today." It was on. I said Good Morning America, but it was on Today. But it was still
Okay,
like it was like
yeah.
a morning show, and like for whatever reason, this wasn't. I don't know. It felt like they were bringing their own wine in, and just like. Anyway,
yeah, no.
You,
the Today Show was a vibe.
You guys going to a bike party this Friday?
it's
Or
not
today?
this Friday. It's first Friday. This is the last Friday in the month currently. It's only on the second
So
Friday.
next Friday's gonna be first Fridays, which you should go
On the
to also.
13th, you won't be here, and we'll be doing bike party.
Aw.
Sorry, bud.
I needed some cardio and I wanted to do some bike party.
That's hype. I'm glad you like bike.
Yeah, if you want to, we could
You
just
can
go on a bike ride.
You can just
Yeah.
ride a bike.
Yeah.
Wait, did you buy a bike?
No.
Are
No,
you gonna-
I'm going to buy a
Oh,
bike. I am going to buy one.
Have you told them what happened with your bike rental?
Oh, yeah. I could do
Yeah, did that get fixed or?
No, they charged me. It's on the credit card's done for it.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So
And then so I did try emailing. No
Hold
response.
on. You gotta tell the people.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. So
Yeah,
this is what
they
happened.
don't know what it is.
All right. So
set the
I
stage.
did my very, very first bike party. All right.
And could you describe what that is for anyone who doesn't know what a bike party
how about
is?
I'll let you describe it because you might be able to describe it better.
No,
than
no,
me.
I want to. I want to.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I want
this is where I thought what bike party was going to be. I thought we are going to get on our bikes and then maybe every block will stop and there's just a short little ride, but it wasn't a short little ride this time around.
Not every block.
But I was just thinking because everyone's talking about how fun it is. There's music and people are getting drunk, and I'm figuring like you can't really be drunk and riding your bike long distance.
Have you
Do you remember in Game of Thrones when Khal Drogo falls off his horse and everyone says if he can't ride a horse, he's not a Khal? You can't come to bike party if you can't be on your bike kind of drunk. If you fall off of your bike, you get left, you die,
Or
you
you
get
get
rolled
rolled
over,
over,
right?
yeah.
We're just like, he wasn't strong enough.
And the low key though, it is like gang stuff because like there's so many
Gang
damn
shit, bro.
bikes, and I'm afraid
200
like,
deep at least.
Yeah, and like like you said, if you fall, you're done. Like everyone's running over you.
People have their kids
And then
there.
the dudes
Yeah.
come out with the custom made boys.
Yeah.
The tall
The
bikes.
tall bikes, man.
And then,
Or
but then you got
the
these,
lowrider ones.
then you got these
Bro.
kids out here, man. They're trying to show off and shit, going on whimping in and out of traffic and fucking you up when you're driving. I'm like, bro, know your road. This is goddamn bike party.
Well-
We're for adults.
To be fair, you were also not on a nimble bike at all.
You were on
like a tank. Like you were
The Hummer of bikes.
you were on
I
like
enjoyed zigzagging through like the entire set. It's always a lot of fun.
you were on borderline a motorcycle.
So I was like, all right, I got to do this out because Chris and everyone was talking about it. So I wanted to try it out, something different. So I was like, I got to get me an electric bike because like I didn't know how I was going to do well because I haven't not ridden a bike probably since like when I was living up in Deerbrook Apartments, and I was like
Damn.
in my middle school days, So I thought it was not going to be that good. It's like how they say it's like riding a bike is is easy. You pick it up. I picked it up pretty well. The only shitty part about it was the electric wasn't working that well. And however, it is long as fuck. Those rides?
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys get drunk and ride that long. Because, like, I had a nice little... We went to the... I think this time around, you guys went to that Metro.
Went to the velodrome.
Velodrome.
you gotta hydrate ahead of time.
What was it called? What was that called?
Velodrome.
Velodrome. That was fun. I never knew Indy had something like that. The race was cool as fuck. And going down the track was fun. I wish I could have got on the curve, but with my bike, I thought it was gonna fall off, so I didn't go up on the curve. But I had a nice, really good buzz. I was feeling good, and then we were like, "All right, we got to go back." I'm like, "All right, cool, we could do this." We went back, bro. I sobered up so quickly.
That's why you can ride and be drunk. You're
I wish I could drink and ride at the same time.
You can.
You can.
I want you to try.
But how do I hold it? How do I?
You don't.
One hand. You hit one hand right here.
Were there not?
other one.
Were there not that many stops this time? Like
No!
there's-
So
there's
usually,
usually like a few.
usually there's three stops, but
three
this
But
one,
they went to the velodrome, so you were there the whole time.
and because the bridge that goes to the velodrome that would make sense to do stops, that bridge has been out for like 2 years, so there's no real way to do 3 stops on the way to the velodrome.
Try this again, but like on like a fixed gear. But like not
A single
like-
speed.
Yeah, single speed.
What's
Try,
this- okay.
try
The
this
blue
on
bike- the blue bike I
a
was gonna
single
give you the
speed.
single speed.
Single speed is like a city bike. It doesn't have any of the gears or the bells and whistles. You go as fast as you can pedal. So and it's super fucking nimble, dude. Man, I fucking miss mine. Somebody stole mine.
But yeah, it was fun. I did you know how we ended up at the end?
Yeah.
There we're in a grassy area and it was just a bunch of music, and this
Yeah.
guy had a custom fucking DJ set he brought with him on a bike. That was cool as fuck. I wish it was like that more often. Like every stop.
Typically, it's every stop is like that, but you came on the one that
It
because
was
of
just
where
on
we
one
were
stop.
going,
Okay.
there's no way to do that.
Okay. But yeah, that is a cool ass concept because unfortunately when we got to that point to the end of the night, I already lost my buzz, and I was upset that I lost my buzz, and I didn't want to re-drink.
Well, see,
so,
Gotta re-drink,
that's also
bro.
the thing. There's only 3 stops, so when you stop, you gotta drink. You
Yeah.
gotta
Get it in.
You gotta.
but then you lose it the next bite when you start
No,
riding.
it's 3 stops.
That's kind of the beauty of it. You get a nice buzz.
But don't you guys? So I have a question for you.
I don't want to go home drunk. Like I want to work it off by the end of the night.
See, here's the thing. Don't you guys get a headache when you re-drunk? Like
No,
after you
I'm
lose a buzz?
hydrating, baby. Especially at bike party.
Okay, because I was
And
getting a headache towards the
You,
end.
you gotta take your liquid IV.
Yeah, you need more water.
Yeah. So listen, usually what happens is when you get on it, the bike ride I'd say is like maybe 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
To the first stop sometimes has been like a 30-minute ride.
Yeah. So even after that one, so let's just say they're all 30 minutes. You'll do a 30-minute ride, stop, hang out for like another 30 minutes, drinking, and then they'll blow the horn. It's time to go. And you do that at 3 different spots, and you end downtown. And there's always different party. Like there's little groups of parties. The dude with his DJ sets there. Sometimes we'll stop and someone will have a special performance already prepared. There's a lady who gives out Jello shots for $5. I went the last one we did. It was me, Nevi, and them, and I smoked, and like I hit it too hard, and I was like, guys, I'm just gonna. I like became one with Bike Party.
best.
I was like riding with people, and I was like, hey, I just need to be next to you for right now because I lost my group and I'm too high to navigate this bike. I'm gonna sober up. It'll be fine. And people are like, oh, okay, man. It's like, all right, cool. Just,
Right?
So you know when
tuck in.
you know when you like drink and smoke at the same time and you start kind of getting the spin.
Yeah.
I kind of like that feeling.
Uh-uh.
I sort of like that feeling.
On a bike?
No, not on a bike.
It's never happened to you?
No, that doesn't like. I feel
For
like
real?
they're-
He
yeah,
built
I-
different.
I do
Bro.
both of them all the time.
Maybe that's
Some of my some of my favorite moments, like at the end of the night, when like when like you're laying in bed and I feel like I'm just like turning. It feels like you're on like
No.
it feels like you're on like a
Yeah, no,
carnival
it
ride.
feels like my brain is being spun inside of my head, and I hate it.
I
No, that's
enjoy
the
it. I'm like,
problem.
it feels like I'm on like a ride. Like,
I be holding on to the bed like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if I
But, like,
get the
it's
spins, I
fun.
know
Like,
I'm
you're
going
just
to
like,
throw up. Like,
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't like getting the
Oh, I
spins because I know
never
I'm
do.
going to
That
throw up.
means if I get the
But
spins,
you're
I
going
need
to
to
get a
get
really
up.
good night's sleep, though.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you can avoid the throwing up, I think
Nope.
having the spins is
I'm
kind
gonna
of
throw
fun.
up. I'm gonna wake up slim.
It's kind of
So-
low key fun.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with Elon Musk?
Yes.
Do you know that he has said on paper and on video that he's doing all of the things he's doing? Cybertruck, the Boring Company, the Tesla,
Is that
the
still
becoming a billionaire. No, it's not anymore. All of the things that he's done.
done
All of the things on Earth that he's doing.
That's good.
He's doing so that we can all move to Mars.
That's good.
Oh.
So now here's my question.
Yeah.
One,
I do remember that.
if Elon Musk is starting a fucking Mars colony, who's going? Two, what's your job?
Do I have to have a job? Because here's the thing.
I would
if you're
imagine,
going to
yeah.
Mars,
Uh-huh.
especially like early stages of Mars,
Yeah.
You're gonna be
you're
working.
gonna be rich as fuck. You
My
to
nigga.
afford that trip, you got to be loaded
Okay, no, keep going.
because like you got to have money to get on that fucking ship.
What if I told
There's
you
other ways
there's
to-
other ways
yeah.
to pay off your
Have
way
you ever
of
heard
living
of
on
the
Mars?
Amazon warehouse?
What do you mean? Yeah, I know what Amazon warehouse is. But
You
like,
would be one of those people.
No. I have money to pay to go on a ship to go to colony,
No,
right?
no. That's when Mars
There's
is
nothing
done.
there.
That's when it's done. That's when there's like real estate to sell.
Yeah, if you're the
You're gonna be
first one to
camping
go
on
there,
Mars for the
you're,
rest of-
you're
No,
building railroads
You have
in
to
this bitch,
terraform
like-
that shit first. You have to build it
I
first.
thought he's gonna have it all done before you
No,
go.
baby.
Hell no.
Here's my look, Pat. You know how you
Someone's
don't
gotta
like
get there to do it.
You know how you don't like camping?
Watch the
Imagine
Expanse.
camping.
Watch the
Don't we
Expanse.
send robots out
On
there
Mars.
in space? Don't we? Can we not just send
We
robots?
send rovers.
We have 2 robots on that entire
Oh.
planet, and it costs billions of billions.
Oh, by the way, this is actually perfect. I came across this article where I think the Mars rover it like ran over this rock.
Yeah.
And it like crunched, so it looked behind it, and it was like neon yellow. It almost looked like
No, there's aliens.
No. It looked like crystal. So they sampled it, and then what they found is like it's just pure sulfur. And then they looked across the field, and there's just like
It's just a sulfur patch.
there's
Oh.
just thousands of these rocks. So like we don't know what that means yet, but that
What's
could
sulfur?
it's like what you find in
Salt?
like no what you find
Like
around
volcanoes and shit?
volcanoes around and but like that's also
If there are volcanoes on Mars,
There used
it's
to be.
gonna start
well
terraforming itself, right?
we know
Like,
there's
at some
like
point,
peaks
it's
and
in the
valleys, so
atmosphere.
there was
No, the biggest volcano in the solar system is on Mars. It
Yeah.
goes like out of the atmosphere.
Olympus,
It's not active anymore,
Olympus
but yeah.
Mons.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there was water on Mars, and like, you know,
Yeah.
life started in like primordial sulfuric
Yeah.
areas. So it's evidence that there may have been life on Mars at some point, or may be on its way to doing it again.
yeah.
Because like it is also rotated on its axis. It goes through seasons. It's very similar to Earth, or was at one point. So we don't know what the sulfur means yet, but it could be a potential, resource to use somehow, when we get there.
So, all right, look, when America was butt naked and shit and full of Native Americans, people were
raw
like, hey,
dog.
we're going to go over to America and like you guys are going to be, you're going to be the colonials. You guys are going to start the colonies over there. Some of those people, they did all right. Some of them became the president. Others, not so much. But now we're talking about going to Mars. You starting from scratch. It's going to be like the first stage
it's
of
gonna be
Minecraft.
like-
I feel like
gonna
we're
be
gonna
like The
find
Expanse.
there's got to be technology to send something out there and it just automatically builds it, like AI technology, automatic.
They
So
would've
none of
done
that
that.
exists. There might, but one day. But as of now, we ain't got shit.
They would have done that by now.
The plan is if you're going to Mars, you're going to be the one
But
building
then,
it.
here's the thing: if you do go to Mars first, you're gonna claim all the top real estate that you want. You own that shit.
Uh-huh.
There.
I think you're gonna die on Mars. You're not coming back, and you're gonna probably live like a slight cave person, but with Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Or it could be like the Expanse, and they build into the mountains because that seems to be the most.
But even still, the first people building, like you gotta.
that
I'm
seems to be
saying
the
the
most
first group of
practical thing to
motherfuckers
do.
going.
they're not gonna have a good time. Yeah,
I don't think they're gonna have a good time.
They're not
I
gonna
think
have a good
it's not
time,
gonna
but they,
be-
they might get richer in the later in their life
don't
because they're
feel
gonna get all the
like-
good
Look, man,
spots.
the first people to go there are
Aren't
the
gonna
people.
be-
It's the billionaires that sent the people to go
Yes.
there to die.
Yeah, I don't think it's not gonna be people paying for their
They're just
seats.
stats. The first 100,000 people to go there are just statistics.
It's gonna be Mars slaves,
They're
essentially.
slaves. Yeah, you're gonna be
they're
Mars
Look,
slaves.
bro. All right, so let's say you
Martian
are a
slaves.
billionaire on Mars. Where are you gonna spend your fucking money at?
What are you paying for?
Yeah,
no, no,
We're gonna go to the
I'm gonna go
cantina?
buy all the good land,
And
and then
then
I'm gonna try
what?
to make a resort.
And there's
What are you building?
What are you building?
How are
Ain't
you
no trees.
building the resort?
I mean, that's why you said I
go
gonna bring some statistics with me.
I'm saying that I think the person exists now. The people that are going to Mars first. Good luck for y'all. I'm sorry that y'all are sad. Like,
Yeah,
there's
I'm
other like if we planned it super tight and was like, yo, we're gonna drop like buildings and we're gonna let them lower down slowly from space. But people now are like on the internet talking about they're like, yo, we'll go to Mars and like it'll like we're gonna be the upstart. And it's like, dog, you're not coming back. Maybe your family will get super rich, and then in the future, your family can be rich on Mars. But also,
yeah, that's fine too.
rich on Mars? They ain't got swimming pools on Mars. What you spending this money
No,
on?
we could try to make. So hold up. The whole point of going to Mars is trying to make Earth on Mars, right?
No, not essentially. The whole point of going to Mars is to learn how to live on Mars because we don't think we can make Earth on Mars yet. That's like sci-fi
Why the fuck we trying to go to Mars then?
Because if this planet goes to shit, we'll need somewhere else to live.
Yeah.
It won't be like Earth.
This planet is going to shit.
It is. Don't imagine that Mars is going to be
So
like.
there's not gonna be water on Mars.
I mean, there will not swimming pools. There'll be water to drink and water to grow shit with, but
Well, can we not like import water?
nah.
You know how
Water-
long it takes to get to Mars?
You know how
don't
heavy
import
water
Okay,
is?
now wait, hang on.
And you have
Theoretically,
to have it not freeze.
theoretically,
On top of that too.
theoretically,
Yeah. Yeah.
if you pumped a super soaker enough times, it could maybe enough velocity. Like if we made a huge super soaker,
Uh-huh.
and then we pumped it, and then we just shot water, and then by the rules of physics, like something in motion has to stay in motion. We just shoot water at Mars.
We would push our planet, wouldn't we? If it could reach.
I can give you solid reasoning why that's a terrible fucking
Yeah, right.
idea.
This is how humanity ends.
You're just gonna shoot an ice dagger through Mars. Like, it's just gonna
Nah,
be,
we'll calculate the speed.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
got-
it'll
we'll
be
use hot water.
Once it's in space, it's gonna freeze, ain't
it'll
it?
be a perfect.
We'll use hot water, boiling water.
Okay, so I mean, okay, fine. It freezes. It stabs Mars. It's gonna melt. Like it's gonna melt.
Maybe Mars is kind of
You know
cold,
what?
ain't it?
But actually, there's already water.
how cold space is?
Mars
How
has
cold Mars
ice
is?
caps, so like there is water there to some degree.
I mean, it's just ice though.
Mars is cold. I thought it's hot. It's always like orange.
It's how our planet has two different.
It
kind
goes
of
through
sides to
seasons.
Like,
It
yeah.
has seasons.
Planets
It
have
has a
seasons.
northern and southern
It'd
hemisphere.
be orange and not hot.
I mean, usually if you see on like planets of this, like different.
But hey, talking about the space, not the, a little bit of a segue. Have you guys heard the story about the two astronauts that are stuck in space?
Right
Fucking
now?
Boeing, bro. Boeing got two motherfuckers stuck in space.
Yeah, they were
What?
on a Starliner made by Boeing, and it was supposed to be just a routine.
It was supposed to be 8 days.
Yeah, it was supposed to be just like a one and done kind of thing, and now they're stuck there till like next year.
It went
They
from
got-
8 days to 8 months.
They got Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, bro.
but-
on Mars.
They're talking
Oh,
about
my bad. Not Mars, the space station.
21 hours ago, this article from USA Today, the astronauts have a to-do list now of growing plants, fixing the toilets. Like they have
Yeah.
to live there now. Like, what would you do?
Have you guys seen?
For 8 months, bro.
What would you
movie
do?
Is, that? Is it The Martian?
Yeah, The Martian.
Yeah, solid movie. One of my favorites. You guys seen that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
good.
thought we did it for the podcast. I mean, not for the podcast, for the.
I don't think
channel.
so.
I don't know if we've done that.
No. Didn't we watch something like that on the channel? It was like a scary movie.
It's not scary.
No.
The Martian is when Matt Damon gets stranded on Mars and he
Stuck on
survives
Mars.
in the coolest fucking way
Yeah.
possible.
No, we watched one where there was like a body double.
Moon. Wasn't scary.
Moon.
never
Ah,
saw
God,
Moon.
what a good movie. That's a
Didn't we do it
great
on the
movie.
podcast?
Sam Rockwell.
I think we
Yeah,
did. Maybe Spidey
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe,
I don't think you
'cause I
did
don't
Moon.
remember.
Yeah, I don't think you were there for that one. Yeah.
Well,
Womp womp.
that's
a good
in my
movie, though.
in my mind. I think the perfect way to get to Mars is to do it like cool and slowly, and then like super advanced. But also, I feel like because I don't super trust billionaires in general. I think they're gonna be like,
Especially Elon Musk.
I think we can get a lot of dudes there, and like maybe they'll just work on shit for us.
Yeah.
Like if you own it, like maybe you'll owe so much on your Tesla you can't pay it back. To be like, oh, we got this new thing where we send you
can
to,
pay for Tesla by going to Mars.
and we'll give you the Tesla on Mars.
But
Crazy
isn't it crazy
experiment.
that it might happen, like at least the starting processes of like whatever we're gonna do with Mars, like it's gonna possibly happen within our lifetime?
Yeah.
The whole
Yeah,
thing is
that's
the
pretty-
whole
that's pretty
worry
dope.
and the danger is if you're in your home on Mars and you're just chilling, and all of a sudden a rock tears through your window
From one of the
dead.
storms.
Yeah.
You're all dead.
Yeah, but I mean,
immediately.
we had that on Earth where like it shoots down
It
asteroids.
could
Can we not
happen.
do
But
that?
you can't breathe the atmosphere.
Yeah, we can breathe still. Like even
Oh yeah,
if
no, I
something
mean we don't
happens.
have defense. I mean, you'd have to build all these defensive mechanisms. Like it's
We
yeah.
send NASA out there
And there's
first.
no atmosphere on
We're
Mars
starting
like
with
that,
sticks
so
and stones up
asteroids are
there.
gonna hit.
Not even sticks. There's no trees. We're starting with stones. We
Stones
just
and
have
stones.
We just have stones.
stones and sulfur. from
Like,
what
look,
we
like,
imagine
we
it's
can- we can carve
Minecraft,
a-
but there's no trees to punch.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, what do you do? Like,
I can't make tools. What am I here for?
Well, so
got
here's the
rocks
thing:
glued to rocks.
if we got capability of sending people here,
Uh-huh.
why can't we not send our trees there or lumber? Or at least our lumber.
you can't
Big-
plant shit. And
No,
like,
lumber would work, but the thing is that it's heavy, and you're gonna waste money and waste fuel. Like,
But
Well, no,
also-
man, they can get the stuff.
But also,
there. It's
it doesn't
growing the
have
stuff.
it doesn't have an atmosphere and like the wind. I'm sure like the
no, but he's not talking about trees. He's talking about like lumber.
No, I'm saying like even if you build with lumber there, like there's no atmosphere there. So like if there's wind and it's kicking up all that sand and stuff, like I feel like it would
It would
like,
rot.
Yeah,
No,
it would
not
would
rot, but
just
it would
damage
get
it. I think it
deteriorated.
would just damage it. Yeah.
The amount of wood that it would take to build a civilization on Mars, to pick that up from here and fly it to there, is impossible. It's not impossible.
Yeah.
It takes too much fuel. It takes too much money. It takes too many resources.
You would just-
it makes way more sense to go there with nothing and build from what you have there.
Yeah.
Build
Like
it
that's
as
the way to
And
do
honestly,
it.
it'd
That's
be
how they
better-
did in Expanse.
It
That's
would
why
be
they
better
dug into the
houses.
rocks.
Yeah, that's the most practical thing until like however you terraform a planet, you do it.
So is Mars like Grand Canyon?
It's all
Yeah.
over.
In a sense.
Whatever. It's Arizona everywhere, but with no water.
Yeah, it's
Or
it's
oxygen.
Arizona. Yeah, it's Arizona, but you also can't breathe.
Yeah.
You can't breathe on Mars. Why are we going to Mars?
Yeah, you can't.
You know you can't
on-
breathe on any other planets, right?
Until just this
Moon.
very moment, you didn't think that you
can't
thought we
breathe
were
on the
going to be
moon.
able to breathe on
No,
Mars
I
if
thought the reason we
went?
chose Mars is because that was the only planet that we could breathe on.
Nah.
Nah, man. We can't. This is the only planet we can
Pat,
breathe
you
on.
also just said moon. Let's
Can't breathe on the moon either.
let's
No, motherfuckers going on the moon.
Yeah,
and
let's dive into.
But they
this.
have on. They got on suits. It's like breathing underwater with a suit on. You have to wear a suit outside.
Yeah.
You can't. You know what I
That's
mean?
what I'm saying. So, like, if you're just in your house, not in
Pat.
your suit, taking a shower, and a rock comes through your window, you're going to suffocate and die.
So what the fuck is the point of going to Mars if I have to wear a suit all the time?
I don't know, nigga. You want to
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look,
And it's hot as fuck there.
it's not hot.
go? Mars.
That looks hot. That's a desert.
Is Mars hot? What's the...
It's dry, man.
Yeah, Mars is pretty.
Is Mars hot? Yeah. Are you?
I feel like I'm getting dry mouth.
You're doing the squiggly dougal.
Yeah, I got to know.
Sorry if I seem a little squirrely today. My Adderall.
What is the
just hit
temperature?
The average surface temperature of Mars is negative 85 degrees
What is that?
Fahrenheit.
Negative
Oh,
85
shit.
degrees.
However, the temperatures
So
on
that's
Mars
super
can range
cold.
from the 70s Fahrenheit to negative 225
So then why is there
degrees
desert?
Fahrenheit.
Okay, so
Negative 85.
So like a nice
deserts are dry. They're not hot. They're just dry.
So death or frisbee weather.
You're either gonna die or it's gonna be a nice Saturday. Like,
It would. All right, this would be dope though. Just imagine, like you're out on Mars with your suit on, but it's just a helmet and like breathing, and you're in shorts with no
chilling.
shirt on.
Cold chilling.
You're just like, yeah.
Yeah, living it up, looking for a pool.
Look at all the pools are just sulfur. all right. Listen. So Tuesdays we have a stream that we do where the boys play video games, and we
Yeah.
got back into Call of Duty, and
Yeah.
We did not do too bad.
I thought we
didn't.
did pretty well.
I just don't.
But I'm
like
gonna
how
call.
long
I have a
loading-
question.
And you know, and that right now the loading is because of the new open beta shit that's going on with Black Ops. All of that is gonna end like on the 1st. But it always happens whenever they drop open beta, it's fucking forever. To
Also,
get into
make
a
sure you
game.
guys download your guys by tonight.
So is this the same Warzone like they made once and they've just been building on top of it since then?
Yeah, they've been the original Warzone Do you guys remember what that map was fucking called?
Verdunks?
Verdunks,
Yeah,
bro.
Verdunks, bro.
Oh, man.
But like
RIP.
that's just what they've been building on top of. There hasn't
yeah,
been
they've
like
been
a
making
new
new maps and adding in like new Easter eggs and making the game more
like-
like
okay.
gamified than
yeah, it's like
realistic
GTA
sometimes.
Online. Like
Yeah.
there hasn't been like a new one. There's just been
No.
Yeah.
So I have this question. All right.
Okay.
I think all of our play styles are different. I want a Monday night quarterback, like how we can do better. What are we gonna do
Oh my
to
God.
fucking win, baby?
I have the most dubs in the crew. I'm telling
I
you.
will-
He's got the most dubs. We
I
should
think-
follow
I really
Captain Spidey.
I've been following him.
You know what? We all do great, and then Mickey's on the other side of the map.
Well, okay,
It's
no,
like,
no.
hold on, wait, I got some good stuff in here. It's like, there's good stuff everywhere. Come here.
Hair's. I just look. I mean, you're running by, and then like the bubble pops up, and it's like, press X to
He's a
open.
magpie.
Bro,
He sees the
no,
shiny thing, and he's like,
here's
I
the thing,
can't-
and it's just a siren song, and he
I
has
can't
to go
not
to it.
open the box. Like,
You gotta know what's in the box.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, I have a good gun, but what if there's a better?
you just gotta be. See, look, this is life, bro. You just gotta be okay with what you got right now. All right, and if you get through the next battle, then you can look for something
It's a
new.
lesson in
You
patience.
start to use the boxes as bait, because then if anyone else hears it, they're gonna go to it. So
But you
just
all,
kinda
you
chill.
guys also like
that's
move
smart.
super fast. Where there's not enough.
We gotta be moving. Y'all be standing
There's not
around.
enough call outs.
You be parking the bus.
Yeah, whoever is quarterbacking, you need to be calling out like we're moving this way now.
we do.
He does.
I don't hear you guys.
He always says go to one or go to green. or something like that.
use
You
the
gotta be
pings, use
louder.
colors.
Me's up here like, oh no, this guy's pretty cool. Like back here, we're getting shot. Pat will run into a room of 5 guys with a shotgun and just be like, I got this.
Yeah, he's don't worry about it. You guys hang back.
It's high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
You know?
But the reward never comes. I like I don't know, Spide, I want you to tell me your play stuff, but mine is like I don't like to get into a gunfight unless I know I can win it. Like I'm usually waiting to be like, oh, that guy's turned
But
around.
how do you guys have the patience?
You always gotta assume you can win it.
Well, some of them are just 50-50. For me, at least, it'll be like, dude jumps out, I jump out, and we just start shooting. It's like, I don't know. He's one shot, like, but I'll be like, oh, yeah, I see a dude, like, running by, and I'm like, all right, I got him. Like, he's not paying attention. Because without the patience, like, I'll start shooting, and some motherfucker will do a double corkscrew drop shot, and I'm like, okay, I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't
Yeah, I don't
prepared
like
to
the
shoot
drop
him and him
shots,
hop
yeah.
50 feet in the air and then lay down. So I'm like, that motherfucker's not paying attention. I'll try to third-party people. And then that's because I've gotten solo wins, and that's the only way. I've got a solo win with, like, 10 kills before where I'm just like, wait for someone else to get into a fight. I'm like, ha-ha, I got you.
But see, when you're
Sneaky.
patient, I'm afraid that if I'm too patient, they're gonna find me before I find them.
You got to be,
gotta
for
be
me, it's like a
patient in a
combo
good
of
spot.
moving, but also, like, waiting to shoot. Instead of, because sometimes I'll shoot as soon as I see somebody. I'm like, then him
But
and 6 of his boys.
Isn't that the point? You want to shoot them before they see you?
But like somebody will be about to run inside. And I'm like, I'm not going to be able to kill him before he runs inside. I'm going to shoot him. He's going to go in, heal up, and come back out here. And I got no fucking cover. What about you, Spidey? How do you do it? You just rambo this shit?
Low key, yeah. No, I'm a little. I always look for more aggressive teammates whenever I play. So like, whenever you're searching for someone to play with, you can put on voice only and competitive to make sure that the whole crew you have is competitive in it. So like, it is always. I'm thinking that someone is thinking exactly like you are, where they're not sure they're going to be able to win a fight. I'm gonna win that fight.
Okay.
Like between me and the crew I'm with, if we're both shooting someone, we're always gonna win. So it's always like stay in pairs, or if you can stay with all 4, everyone check each floor, move as one unit. When you get to one spot, clear that area and building, and then go to the next.
So you got to play with me more, man. I need come on, yeah.
Bro, I was on. I almost called you yesterday, but it was like 11 or 12 o'clock, and I was like, he's like, I want to play Call of Duty.
Do you know what I was doing at 11? I was like, it's more fun with friends, and I was getting off. I
And you know
literally
the
was
funniest
on
thing
and
is,
getting off.
I went home after my stream. It was around like 11.
Yeah.
I played a Madden. 1/4 of it, I was like, this is ass. I don't know why I keep playing this. I know this is ass. I turned on Warzone, and I'm like, man, I have no friends to play with this. So I turned it back.
Oh, and you know what's fucked up too?
I'm
It was
gonna
like,
call y'all.
do you want to remain invisible? I was like, yeah, I want to remain invisible. And I was like, fuck, I should have just said something, bro. I was.
Put that shit visible.
We are talking about Call of Duty Warzone for anybody. Yeah,
But for real, we get
we-
on tonight. We get on tonight.
Apex,
Open
does
beta.
Apex have quads now?
No, still 3s. We've been playing. We've been gaming. We've been trying to get back in the swing of things. I think I enjoyed that Call of Duty stream because I don't know. It's the one shooter I'm decent at shooting on still.
It was fun. We get they upgrade and they change which gun is what's called meta.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
any moment. So like sometimes your loadout will be good, and then the next month it'll be a whole new set of guns. So you have to like reset stuff, and it makes people play with all different weapons and shit. Like it's a lot of fun. We can get you guys set up
We're about to be back.
perfectly.
We're about to get these back.
Teach me, senpai. Hell yeah. All right. Did you guys ever do take your kid to work day?
Oh my God.
Nah, man. We're brown. My mom would never take. My mom or my dad would never take me to work with them.
Oh shit.
Dang.
So for anybody who isn't familiar, here in the old US, we have a take your kid to work day where you take your kid to work. It says it in the title, so I feel like
that'd be annoying.
So yeah, my question is did y'all ever do that? What was it like?
My dad used to work at AT&T when I went, and it was just him in an office in the cubicle with his buddies, and they'd goof around, and there was nothing to do.
So boring as fuck.
Boring as fuck, yeah.
So there was day at our school, but it was like one of those optional things. Only like the parents could take you. Otherwise, you still have to go to school.
Yeah.
And my parents were never there because they would rather have me go to school.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So you never went. What job were your parents doing? Do you know?
My dad had an Indian store, and my mom was working at Subway, so it's probably gonna be lame as English.
Man, I'd been at Subway gobbling.
You know what I mean? Cookies
Dying,
all day. What
right?
do you mean?
What about you,
Fresh
Mickey?
Sprite.
I don't think I ever did that.
My mom was she worked at a school. I think she was a social worker at a school, and she did a take your kid to school day, but it was during a snowstorm. So like my school was closed, and her two schools she was open were open.
That sucks.
So I got to go to two different schools.
Okay.
But I also went to a school for like gifted and talented, and I was like I knew the answers to questions, and people were like, what the fuck? This guy's a nerd. I was like, oh God, no. I'm stupid in my school.
Are you
I'm
gonna
a
bring?
hometown dummy.
Are you gonna bring your daughter here?
Yeah, she's gonna have so much fun, and she's gonna be a little baby, and we'll teach her how to ride the dogs and everything.
Yeah, we just gotta
Right.
get rid of all the cords.
And then other.
Oh, she's not coming here
And
until she's like
sharp
5.
edges.
Oh,
What? Yeah,
why?
I'm bringing a toddler here. This place is a toddler nightmare. This is like Home Alone designed to trap and injure toddlers.
The other day, I fell asleep and I woke up with a plastic bag over my head.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there are quite a.
We used to have a light socket that when you walked by it electrocuted you.
Is that starting to happen to you now? Like everywhere you go, you just see baby hazards. You just, like,
not yet, because
are you starting to see your environment differently?
not quite yet. A little bit, because she can't crawl right off the bat, so it's not like an immediate thing. Like it's gonna be a while. I got time to fix that before she crawls. Once she's here, I'll just be looking at shit. I'm like, I'll have to crawl around my house at like baby height. I got, all of our cabinets are all pretty baby safe already. They don't have knobs on them, so like you gotta 2-finger that bitch. Yeah. So I'll figure out how to close those, but like everything else, yeah, we're gonna keep her as long as we can keep her contained into one singular space. We're good.
I also have another question.
Darth Vader said, "You guys have swords on the walls."
You're right. One of the swords weighs more than us. If it falls,
And they're like semi-secure. Like we should probably
Lightly secure.
We should probably get some kind of like clasp to where like there's no fall risk.
I'm a responsible parent. If my kid comes here,
I'm not
they're
talking
staying
about
in
you,
one
I'm just-
safe room.
I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
I think
For our safety.
I just think we should probably secure those better.
Is baby proofing a millennial thing?
No.
Because my parents never did baby proofing.
Oh God.
Or even for my brother, and wherever we went, it was just how it is.
How many
Like,
forks did you stick in a light socket?
we weren't that. I wasn't. So I'd done some stupid shit when I was a kid, but
Yeah,
they
that's-
let me do stupid shit, and then I would learn. I think because I almost burned the house down. The bedroom down once. But like,
How?
What'd you do?
I love fire.
Okay.
And I love lighters and
Okay.
matches. I don't know. It makes me feel like I'm a magician. So,
Okay.
I'll light shit on. I'll burn stuff. I'll light stuff on any items or around the bedroom, and then I'll blow it out. So
Just
like,
indoors?
Yeah, indoors.
Okay.
And I'll be really good at it. I'll just contain. It's always contained fires. I'll start it and then
Contain fire
I'll
indoors.
get rid of it. But one time there was a thread on the sheet, and I love burning like threads on the sheet. So I burned one of the threads, and I was like, I'll get rid of it. But this bitch, man, it must have been like
Was it made out of
French
gas?
and kerosene or something like that. But I lit that up, bro.
Kerosene
It just fucking got the whole fucking blanket on fire, and the curtains got on fire. Yeah.
How'd you put it out?
I just ran out the door. My parents started coming.
So when they
Someone
beat
handled
you,
it.
was it with the fire extinguisher or no?
no, I got beaten with a fucking belt real bad.
Damn.
Damn, I'm like, I'm
That's
kind
the
of a
shit, like, they had to go out and buy a brand new belt. Like,
Right?
This has to be fresh.
I said, I want one of them stiff ones. I want one made out of a cow that died
Bro,
yesterday.
I learned from that day to
biggest
never
fault?
light shit on fire in the bedroom.
It shouldn't have taken
in
all
the
that.
bedroom.
In the bedroom.
Now the
I don't
next
think you
day.
learned the full lesson on
See,
that
this is
one.
why we want
Now
to
in
take
the
you
living
camping to
room.
see if you know how to actually do a campfire. I want to watch you
I'll
struggle
be good
over
at it.
campfire.
I'm good with fire, man.
No gas. You got to just.
I
all you
got
get is
you.
one light. Yeah.
I got
We give you one match.
We can do that out back. I'll bring my fire pit. I got a pop-up fire pit. I want to see if Pat can start a fire.
Without
I could have a match, right? Or
Yeah, he gets mattress.
yeah.
But do you guys want to do a challenge and see if
Like
we
a bow drill?
Like, yeah, do you guys think you could start a fire with no like combustible sources? Like,
Yes, I do.
You know, like the little frictions, you know, or whatever.
Hold on, can I get rocks?
Yeah, you can. No fluids or lighters or any pre-made fire
Yeah,
sources. Do you
just
guys
wood and pressure?
Do you guys think you can make a fire out of scratch? I don't think I could, but
Yes.
I've always wanted to try.
I think I could look up a YouTube video about it and get the shit for the video and then do exactly what the dude
I've
did.
done it before
That's
when I was a
fine.
kid, just because I also loved fire, but I was also a nature kid, so I was just out doing shit. And it was like, yo, if this is possible, I also love lighting a fire with like your glasses or with a magnifying glass.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
I was that
Used to
nerd.
burn my hand like that. So look,
I think that'd be a fun challenge.
So there's one more thing I did when I was a baby too. That was pretty bad.
when you say a baby, can we get the age on this?
Yeah, because I'm thinking like one.
it
or
sounds
two.
like
So
you remember it.
the bedroom one, I was probably like 4 or 5.
Okay. You're a kid. That's
Yeah.
a baby's.
And then the next story, again, my parents don't believe in baby proofing. All right, we're in Africa. You just learn as you go. So
How old were you?
I was probably around 4 or 5
Okay, still.
still. And again, I love fire.
Yeah. Okay.
We're in the kitchen, right? And this one was real bad because I got a bad whooping. So my little bro, I convinced my little so I did stuff right. I turned it on, and I convinced my little bro to put his hands on there,
Yeah, of course.
and he put his hands on there, and obviously he got a nice little thing. Oh, so much.
So your plan was to cook your brother's hand.
No, I saw what I was.
Yeah, like, what
no.
was
So my plan was like I just wanted to see how hot it was, but like, but you know how hot it was, like you know how like when you do it, you just like
Yeah.
that, and then like your brother, he if he doesn't know, he'll just leave it there.
Because if you were 4, then he had to be how old?
Probably like 1. It was bad because I took his hand.
So you burned the 1-year-old
burned
baby
a
is what
baby.
I'm hearing.
That's what we were getting to.
Gotcha.
There it was.
That's
I was like,
full
what?
villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
in my mind, because I'm like, oh, I'm not going to spank my child. But if my
Yeah.
child burned our other child, I'm like, I have to beat you. I'm sorry. I don't know how you learned this lesson any other way
Yeah.
other than pure fear. When you grow up, I'll take you to therapy over this shit, but you're about to get your ass
and
whooped.
then one more time.
Jesus Christ.
I
Is Bo okay?
yeah, but it's good. That's
The
what
reason why he's a doctor now so he can heal the injuries that you did to him. I'm surprised he's not a therapist.
So my parents were inside the house and I was outside. And now this is where I was probably like 6 or 7, still in Africa. And we have like a row of cars. And I just sometimes love getting in the cars and pretending like I'm driving and shit.
Yeah, kids be doing this shit.
And then so like one time, luckily, one of the cars had the keys in there.
Luckily, it had the keys in there.
Well, the keys were in the car, and I told my brother, "Hey, we got the keys again. Let's go in this car. We're gonna drive."
How old were you?
I was probably like 6 or 7,
Okay,
and my brother was probably like 2 or 3 at that time too.
all right.
So
Learning a lot today.
me and him get in the car, and we just started pretending to drive, and I was like, wouldn't it be fun if we actually turned the car on? And as I said, we turned the car on. Again, I didn't do anything with the gears. I didn't push the pedals or anything like that. Just pretend to drive, but the car is on. Okay, I was like, wouldn't it be cool if we, went a little bit? So that I asked Bo to push down the pedals.
So on some straight Charlie Brown shit, Bo's
Bro.
on the floor pushing the pedals because you're too short to reach, and you're shifting this shit into gear.
Adultment.
Once
Like,
again,
what the fuck?
And then so,
your parents didn't throw you into the sun. I'd have put you in a slingshot.
so but
That's the next
no,
village's
that's
problem.
not the worst of it. So the car's
Oh,
on,
God.
we're driving, and like it's probably I got to the distance from here maybe to the stairs.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to stop, and I was trying to tell Bo to stop, and he couldn't stop.
Yeah,
We ran
pressure.
into the fucking house.
You hit the house with the
I'd
car?
have killed you. I would have had, because now I have to pay for a new car. I
Part of
gotta
the
pay
house.
for a new house.
Therapy for
I
the
have
kid.
To do therapy for the first kid because his
And
brother's
the worst part
dead.
was my parents were trying to stop the car from hitting the house, and they couldn't because they were by the window trying to tell me what to do and shit. Like they couldn't. It was bad.
I'd have drowned you in a puddle, bro. I don't know.
I don't, at this point, I don't know. This is enough incidents that I kind of want to blame them. I don't know.
You know what? I'm denominated. Maybe I
yeah,
just
where
work
are
with
the
parents.
They should have just put you in a cage. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
They'd be like, why is that one in a cage? Like, don't. If you let him out, just don't.
Right, things just go wrong.
Just don't, okay?
I don't condone whooping children, but you're making a strong case.
You are. So Pat, for whatever reason, I don't know. I don't know why God seems to love you so much and nothing super bad ever happened. One of my, I think it was my stepbrother, it was either his cousin or his one of the people in his family. fucking accidentally set his little sister on fire and she fucking died. And then that kid who set his sister on fire just didn't talk anymore. Doesn't talk.
That tracks.
This person doesn't talk. And for whatever reason, I think is maybe why you don't have anxiety. Maybe your parents should put a little bit of fear of the world into you. Just a little bit. Not a lot.
I have anxiety.
I got too much. They should have been like, hey, you can fucking crisp up your little brother and then you'll never talk again. And like, I don't know, for anything, because we grew up in Gary, for anything, I was like, oh, we should do this. My mom was like, hey, well, here's someone who did this. And like, they live down the street. Don't believe me? Go fucking ask.
Go look at it.
Go look. So anyway,
Yeah.
you're lucky.
Oh, I was
That's
lucky.
fine.
You should gamble more.
Listen. I accept all my beatings. It was all me. But
You were.
Darth Kata says
you
gentle
were-
parenting ends where baby Pat begins.
You were really, really testing the Darwinism theory,
Right?
Yeah,
It's
because
just
that's
like-
insane.
I mean, also I was a kid with ADD, bro. It was just you know.
I had ADHD too. I ain't never.
Yeah.
Only things I set on fire were reasonable, untangible things. There was one garage that was a bit too far, but that one was a legitimate accident.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, I play with fire too, but I never.
Outdoors.
I always took proper fire safety.
I thought I did too. My fires were always contained the one
You
time.
didn't, because
No,
they all
you're
happened
not.
indoors.
You were just burning shit in your bedroom and it didn't catch on fire.
You skipped
sometimes.
step one.
I'll give you this, and I don't want to get into it because we're not going to get into it because we got to move on. But I've done equally dumb shit, but the difference was that I was a teenager and I definitely knew way better. So anyway, I can't fault you. Can't fault you. So
Yeah, I think that's more the parents like. Or is
Leave your keys.
here's one. Yeah, right. Here's one for me and Pat. For you two. You guys ready for this? Yeah. This is going to probably make this podcast one of the worst we've ever done. Here's the reason why.
Love that.
Because one of the best podcasts we ever did was the exact opposite of what I'm about to say now.
Sick.
The exact opposite. And that podcast did one of the best.
okay.
So here's the exact opposite of that. Yo, Bleach is fucking good as fuck right now, bro. Bleach is crazy good right now.
really
Bleach
good.
is fucking
Wait,
all
really
slaps. Yes.
We did like a 5-episode bench. Every single one was a banger.
5 episodes. We watched 5 episodes of Bleach.
And didn't come out complaining.
Could one?
No.
Could one?
Woo!
Could one just skip to this point with like a TLDR?
See,
Now here, I wonder, and this is why I'm glad we're talking about this because you two have both seen Naruto, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you just?
There's some episodes you can skip. Yeah. For sure.
To some degree.
So let's
Yeah.
say, can you skip to the?
Matter of fact,
this
you
was-
don't even have to turn the show on. You could just play the third game, and it gives you the
Damn.
whole breakdown.
So the Madara fight. Can you skip to the Great Ninja War and it
Tell
still
me-
hit the
no,
same
no,
way?
Give me 2 points in the timeline. Can you skip from this to this? And I'll tell
I
you.
feel like the where you can skip, at least in Mighty, because that's a good question. I think because I feel like you need to watch it for like the last 5 episodes to really hit. Otherwise, it doesn't hit. And I think the way you can skip is maybe some of the Wikamundo parts.
Yeah, you could definitely skip some of the Wakamundo fights.
And
I think you could technically get to where we're at now with maybe, and this is my guessing straight out of my ass, like maybe with a 50 episode watch. My question is like in Naruto, the Great Ninja War, right? Like think about the best parts, like when Madara, the best Madara shit, before we even get to in just like Madara hitting the ground and fighting all those ninjas. Can you get how many episodes can you watch to get to that part with it being fulfilling?
That's true.
Because
I
they
mean,
talk so much shit about Madara, right? Like he gets hyped up so much that when he finally hits, it's gotta pay, right?
You could low-key drop the first half of Naruto and just start with Shippuden.
Because for this one, it's Aizen, and like you know that
I think arguably you could start with Shippuden. It just makes I think the original Naruto just makes like their growing up hit harder. You know,
Yeah.
there is some good shit in Naruto, but
But you couldn't have made All Grown Up without Rugrats.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean that's just as
there's-
told by Ginger is all grown up without regrets.
Yeah, there is some really good stuff in Naruto, but like if you wanted to, yeah, I guess you could do a TLDR and then skip to Shippuden.
So that's what I'm saying. Is like because I was telling Marquettes about it. All right, so here's what happens, and I'm not gonna super spoil it for you guys. I'm just the main bad guy, Aizen, who you find out he's the main bad guy after the end of like the second arc, right? He just keeps like being kind of off in the background, and people keep kind of talking about him and hyping him, but like not a ton, right? He's kind of got the Madara effect, and like finally in these last few episodes, like everything came to a head. On a good way, it came to a head very fast. We got all that wrapped up in like 5. It was like, all right, fine. On the bad end, it came together in 5. So it was a lot of hyping up for it, but it got good. There was a lot of really cool moments, really solid moments, and I was like, damn, like I see why Bleach is good. We're all super excited for the 1,000-Year Blood War now.
That's
I'm
so
like, if
wild.
1,000-Year Blood War is more of this, then I'm 100% there for it. Like, so I think what Bleach has when people were watching it is potential. Before 1,000-Year Blood War, I think everyone saw like what it could have been.
So when it finally hit,
Yeah.
did you have the feeling that like the slog was like worth it?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Did the slog?
Pat, you tell him and I'll tell him my take.
Did the slog feel meaningful?
Because y'all used to come out like,
or were there like what I'm trying to see is like when it hit, what in your mind was like, okay, well we could have skipped a lot of this to get to this. Like, was there any of that?
I do think the slog was worth it, but I also do think we could have skipped some of it. But at the same time, Aizen's a badass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like he is like
He delivered.
He's probably like the best villain of all time.
It was not DiGiorno. It was full delivery.
Yeah. He's probably like the best villain of all time. And I don't feel like we could appreciate the best villain of all time if we didn't get to the slog. Because like during the slog, you're like, how is this bitch ass motherfucker villain? He doesn't do shit. But then when we get there,
When he
I'm like,
finally started doing shit, it was like, oh, he doing shit.
How's it compared to Lelouch?
I don't know what that is.
Lelouch Lamperouche, kind of on the same, except for Lelouch does. It's some of the same shit. It's Professor vibes, where it's like, oh, that was always a part of my plan. But like when he does it, you're like, oh, fuck, it really was a part of his plan. Though he's got a point. I will say it's like this for me: 18-hour flight to Japan. 18-hour flight, fucking slog. Being in Japan, dope as shit. Would I do it again? I'd probably do it again. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's when you're in the slog, it sucks. But once you're out of it, you don't remember the slog. You know what I mean? I wish Ketty was here so I could ask her, but maybe post-pregnancy, she'd be like, oh, I'll have another kid. She's not enjoying pregnancy right now, but maybe afterwards, you're like, it wasn't too bad, you know?
Yeah.
If you have to redo the slog again, you'll be in the middle. You'll be like, oh, fuck, but then you'll be like, no, I know where it's going, though.
Yeah.
It's different for trips because it's a TV show, so there's probably plenty of parts of Bleach I'm never going to watch again, but like, there's shit I would skip. I do think it can be Kai-ified, but yeah, man, Bleach is.
That's what. If there was a,
If there was a Kai, yeah, totally be worth it.
I definitely now see why everyone was egging us to watch it and they're telling us to stick it out, because the whole time we were like, again, in the middle phase, we were bitching about it.
Yeah.
But like, I now see why it was the big three anime.
Yeah. And I think a lot of it was where it ended at right now. People are like, oh, it totally paid off. And then now it's done. It's like, damn, if I waited years and years for that and it was done, I'd be like, I want more.
Wait, you guys finished Bleach?
No, we finished like the big fight. Like,
I don't get. We still had 20 episodes. It does not make sense to me.
Wait, so you guys are almost at the end of it?
We're done.
yeah,
We're done.
We're done with the big fights, but we got 6 more sit downs and then we're done. We're gonna be at 1,000-Year Blood War.
sit downs because our big bad is done.
Yeah, they gotta wrap up and tell us what
Until-
people are doing with their lives. And
20
Tatsuki.
episodes.
Wait, so like until 1,000 Year? Like it's done until 1,000 Year?
Yeah, so we got 24 more episodes to watch before we're at 1,000-Year Blood War.
I mean, you guys might as well do the Bount arc.
Absolutely not.
So what?
The bounce, fuck them, bro. We out of here. They're like vampires or something. They weren't in the manga, and it was a whole season. And they were like, skip that season. And we're like, damn, that's a lot of episodes.
And this arc was used as a legal example in the Young Thug trial to explain what fillers are.
Yeah. Well,
That's
Lucius not the
hilarious.
We gotta
villain.
do
Also,
that.
yeah, we weren't saying that, but yeah, it's just, I think it's wild because we I was dead serious on that episode. Like where we were at in Bleach right then, I wasn't liking it. Where we're at now, super liking it. That's life, kids. Sometimes you're at a place where you're not enjoying it, but if you stick it through, you will get to a place where you are enjoying it.
Perspective.
Hell yeah, and persistence.
Perspective. Perspective.
Or be like Pat and burn down the bed. All right. Hold on. Where's my list? Me list. Okay, take your baby to work day. I would definitely take my baby here. The movies.
The movie.
yeah.
You guys want to talk about Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Oh yeah, right. Wednesday.
Wednesday. We,
I thought you were about the movie Wednesday.
Can we?
I think we
Yeah,
can.
that one's out, right? The movie that
The movie
because-
reaction isn't out, but we could hype it up here.
Yeah,
it's
but
not a
in
secret,
the actual
right?
movie that's out.
I don't
it's not
know.
yet.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I
anything
didn't know.
about
Yeah, we could.
I
we could hype it up.
didn't know
think.
anything about the parameters of it.
Yeah, same here.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't
you
either.
can.
I think we could hype
Isn't
it up
it- it's a
because the
thing
movie's
that we
already
did.
out, and I think
Well, we can just talk about this specific Wednesday, perhaps not
The next Wednesday.
Yeah,
that's
no,
the next one.
not the future Wednesdays. I just want to talk
nothing
about,
else
all
is-
right,
Yeah.
how about this? Do your best not to mention the theater.
okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool?
yeah.
We got together at a theater and we got a bunch of people together and we did a big crazy thing. All thanks to Surge. It was a bunch of people watching.
And Rana, don't forget Rana.
And Rana, Surge and Rana, a bunch of people watching Beetlejuice together in a theater.
The first one.
And we were there, sitting there, front row,
It was a good time.
watching 2 it's going to be a crazy reaction. What do you guys think about that? Wow.
Lights,
Sweet,
cameras,
yeah.
and action.
We have a lot
Wow.
of, we got all the angles covered, all the audio covered. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I don't know.
I think what was impressive for me was that I personally, I love the idea and everything, but I kind of had like not anxiety, but I was kind of anxious to not be able to fill up the theater.
Yeah.
But we were able to fill up the theater. We're not letting the public
like a
know. It
day.
was just our friends and family, that was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we didn't all even get into like I didn't reach out to my family. Like there's still groups of bags of people that I could still.
Oh, yeah. I didn't
We
tap
could
any of
fill
my
up
people,
a
really.
bigger
I'll tell.
theater.
Well, yeah, I didn't really tap anyone either.
I don't know.
I could probably get a lot of people from comedy sports to come.
Can You Finesse said, you guys have to sit in the front row and crane your necks. It's a small theater.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
it
seats are pushed
wasn't-
really back.
it-
We were sitting in
yeah,
the front
it
row, but we
wasn't
were
that
just
bad.
like,
And the seats are
honestly,
fun.
modern theaters are designed in a way where like the front seat still isn't ideal, but it's not like awful.
It's not like it used to be.
yeah,
yeah,
it's not. It's not like
at where we were at, I actually prefer the front row for what we were doing, especially because, like,
Yeah.
I was like super comfortable, and the seats reclined too. I didn't even have to recline my seat. I was just like, I was in there. I was like, I am in the pocket
Because
fully.
I have seen some movies like in like older theaters where you're literally like, well,
Where you're actually. having to
We
look
watched the
like-
old Beetlejuice, but yes, that's exactly what I mean. We watched the old Beetlejuice that came out in 1988. We got the handbook for the recently deceased out here.
I really love the special effects in that movie. Like
Yeah.
it holds up so well.
And we're going to try because Pat's watching it this afternoon,
So
and it's
well.
going to be live, so make sure you guys see that. We're going to try not to spoil for it. I'm just going to say this about it. I forgot how absolutely untethered Michael Keaton was in that movie, and it's worth it.
Bro,
Yeah.
like that movie's not gonna hold up today.
Batman?
And Eric
Yeah.
Batman.
Batman.
Baldwin.
And
Yeah,
Alec
Alec
Baldwin,
Baldwin.
did you guys catch him in Royal Tenenbaums?
Yeah, he was the narrator.
Yeah.
I had to.
Yeah.
I had to. I remember that voice. I couldn't remember his name, so I had to Google his name. But yeah,
That's funny. I knew his voice. I was like, what a fucking narrator, man.
Right? I was like, oh shit, that's Dak Donaghy. Anyway, yeah, we got the handbook and everything, so that's coming out. That's coming down the pipeline. Also, stick around this afternoon. We'll be live reacting to Beetlejuice, the OG one, 1988. And on top of that, Spidey, is there a thing that we're going to be pitching that has to do with that shirt that you're wearing?
Oh my God. We're watching X-Men 97 next week, you guys. Thursday at 2 o'clock? 2:30. 2:30?
For September, Spidey's going to be looking it up. September, we're going to be live a bunch, pushing a bunch of stuff. We're going to need you guys to hang out with us and rock with us live. We're about to try to take this Twitch to the next level. Level.
Yep, we're doing episodes 1 and 2, 2:30 on Thursday, you guys, the 5th. I cannot wait. I've been waiting so fucking long for us to watch this goddamn show, and everyone's been telling me that we were going to watch it, and it took so long for me not to watch it, and it took a lot of energy for me to not do it. I'm really glad we're doing it, but I was ready to kill. I was ready to kill.
Yeah. We was bumping into black folks at DreamCon. It was like, damn, that's a shame. And I was like, bro, you didn't even. It's like,
Bro.
duh.
Like they were like
They didn't know. They were just like,
like
bro.
you got uninvited to parties you didn't know about.
Right, they was
it
like-
was like
Damn,
Someone
dog. Sorry to hear
took
that.
my black card. It was
Right? Yeah.
why
Have to
is
work hard.
X-Men like iconic for black people?
Yeah, just childhood, one of the best shows ever, and then like when it was made, it was one of those things that was just showing discrimination against people that are just the same as everyone else.
Yeah.
and it was a lot easier to relate on. And then it's a lot of our favorite superheroes as a kid were just from X-Men.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it wasn't like the comic book artist was a black person or anything like that. Okay.
X-Men was born out of the psychedelic era.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think at first it started off as an allegory during the civil rights movement, and then it's like an allegory about being gay. It's plenty good allegory stuff. I love it. Storm is our queen. And she was married to T'Challa in the comics, ain't it?
Yeah.
For a little bit. It was like, wow.
T'Challa, like the
Black
Wakanda?
Panther. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Storm at some
It's
point
crossover?
becomes the queen
I
of
thought it
I
was
Wakanda.
DC.
It's all Marvel.
Oh, it's on Marvel.
Yeah, man.
And
I
then
never
she's
got into
the-
X-Men. I don't know.
Oh my god.
This is
Somebody great.
X-Men lives rent free for me because for whatever reason, when I used to come to Indianapolis to visit my dad, we would watch X-Men. He just put, yeah, this is on. I was like, damn, adults can watch cartoons too. And I just remember sitting down and like, I don't know, I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
You're just going on.
I was just
bro.
like, I don't know, this shit's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
want to watch more of it. So that's all. X-Men we're gonna be watching it finally.
Yeah. I'm really excited. We
Feels
need
good.
to watch well, no, we don't need to watch a lot of 96, but man. Yeah, dude.
All right, so we did it all. Now on to the movie portion of the Movie Club podcast.
The movie portion.
The movie portion. Let me bring up the stats so I can read it off.
This movie was all right.
It was.
You know what's
ass.
funny? This was the first Wes Anderson movie that I saw,
And you said it was
I
great.
remember really liking it. I haven't seen it in a
I
while.
liked it a lot.
And a lot of people say that for them it's Wes Anderson's favorite one, and I get it, but I think that because we just did Grand Budapest Hotel and we just did Asteroid City. And I even think that now rewatching this, that Moonrise Kingdom might be a little bit better too. Like we did all those really exciting ones and we came back to this one. This one is on the same level as like Darjeeling Limited for me, which I think are both good.
Darjeeling Limited
but
was better than this.
Royal Tenenbaums.
I like this one a lot. This was essentially Arrested Development.
Yes,
Yeah.
that.
This was just like an extended Arrested Development episode, but like drier.
Yeah. So let me read off the stats. The Royal Tenenbaums is a 2001 American comedy drama filmed and directed by Wes Anderson, co-written with Owen Wilson. It stars Danny Glover, Gene Hackman, Angelica.
Gene Hackman did so good.
Crazy.
I don't think anybody else could have played that character.
Angelica Houston, Bill Murray, Gwyneth Paltrow, Ben Stiller, Luke Wilson, Owen Wilson, and that's it. It's a good movie. It wasn't super, for whatever reason I was getting bored with it last night. Maybe it's because I've seen it before, so I already knew where it was gonna go. The budget was $21 million and it made $71 million, so that's a certified hit.
Yeah,
and let's check its Rotten Tomato score real quick while we're at it.
Controversial opinion.
Once I give you this Rotten Tomato score, yes sir. Rotten Tomato score is oh no, there was a lot of waffling for me to get there and it didn't pop up immediately. 81% by critics, 89% by audiences.
Okay.
What the fuck is wrong with these? They don't know what movies are.
It's a good movie.
I watched it 20 years ago.
Boss baby.
Hey, Boss Baby's a good movie.
Yeah.
All right.
So Pat's got a controversial take. Pat, what's your take?
So I watched this 20 years ago, and like I was, because Ben Stiller in the the 90s was like, or like late 90s was like peak comedy.
Yeah.
So I was expecting that kind of comedy. It wasn't for me, so I didn't like it then. And I remember we tried to watch it. And I was like, no, we shouldn't do it because I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But then we had to pick an extra Wes Anderson. Was like, fuck it. I'm older now. I'm matured. Different lens. I might like it. Same old shit. It was black.
Still don't like it. And
Still don't
give
like
me your
it.
top 5 reasons why.
So, 5 reasons why.
Or
I don't
3.
like dry humor. It's not my type of comedy. So
Okay.
I'm not I have ADD. So like if it's not my face type of comedy and you're gonna make me think about it, I'm also gonna be thinking about other things. So I'm not. Then the dry humor is not really gonna hit for me because I'm thinking about what I ended up doing yesterday was like I'm watching this movie, and I've been streaming for the channel for at least for the movie podcast for a while. I've never once went on open up a different browser and Google what I was thinking about the movie, like, because like for 1 second I was thinking, oh, Owen Wilson and Luke Wilson might be related because his voice sounds the same, they look the same. I was Googling shit. I was Googling like what mascara meant or something like that. I was Googling
Why?
because
Pay attention.
I'm trying to pay attention, but it's still fucking dry. I'm thinking about what they mentioned a drug and I didn't know what
That's
the drug
fair.
was. So I was
mescaline.
so I
Yeah.
was Googling that.
Fun little drug.
And then so I'm really trying to focus on paying attention, but if it's super dry and I'm thinking about what is this, I'm just constantly thinking that unless I feed it give it an answer. So I didn't care for it in that sense, and then I finally figured out Wes Anderson's formula. He has the same formula for all his damn movies. It is dry humor. Either the parent or the patriarchy of the family is super fucked up, passes down the generational trauma, fucks the kids up, the offsprings up, and then throughout the end of the movie they reconnect.
What about Grand Budapest Hotel?
That was different. I like
What
that
about
movie.
Moonrise Kingdom?
I haven't seen that.
I said Moonrise Kingdom. I meant Asteroid City.
I didn't. Those two are my favorite movies, and I love them for that. It was different. This shit, I figured it out. I don't care for it. It's going to make me
There are
bored.
different levels to dry humor because I mean technically The Office is also dry humor.
That's not dry humor.
Yeah, it is.
That's in your face hilarity.
The Office is dry humor.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit again. It's a dry humor is a spectrum. This is like what I like about
Poor Buckley indeed, Jersey Girl.
the comedy in Wes Anderson for me. I like it so much because he doesn't operate on a setup punchline thing. It just kind of happens. Like
It's
when
just a funny
when
thing.
they're walking through the construction, the guy just falls mid sentence.
Yeah.
Like you never expect these things to happen, and it's always like some absurd moment during something serious.
When Pagoda stabs him at the end, he's like, "That's the last time you stick a blade into me." I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Yeah, like
How many times has that happened?
that's how he met him. He's like, he carried me to the hospital on his back. He's
That's
like, I
why
got stabbed. He was like, who stabbed you? He's like, he did.
I love that humor because it comes out of nowhere. Like there's no punchline setup, and I like this a lot. It's not my favorite one, but I liked it a lot. Again, I think his writing is just so good. Like he just knows how to write people.
Yeah.
He knows how to write relationships. He knows how to It's good. I guess these would be hard to watch for just purely entertainment value. I think every single one of his movies is trying to say something. I think there's a messaging behind every movie, and you're right. A lot of it has to do with
family drama and
familial drama, which probably Wes Anderson dealt with that.
Was that the same with Steve Zissou?
Yeah, people write what they know. So I think these movies are something you watch like it. You're right. It's going to be hit or miss. But like I found something relatable in every single one we've watched so far, because it does have to do with like trauma. So if you like kind of
I think
find a way to connect it to them in that way, I think it might be a more enjoyable experience.
I think the reason why I liked it so much when I saw it is because it was the first Wes Anderson movie I saw, and I think that he's gotten much better at making movies. They've been more. This one and Darjeeling Limited feel really like indie films, and I think they're really good for indie films. And I do think that there can be indie films that are super interesting that keep you going. Like, indie films don't mean that they're dry or boring. I'm looking at you, Little Miss Sunshine. That movie's all over the fucking place, and it's great. But I mean, any Tyler Perry movie is an indie film as well.
It's great. Yeah.
So, but as I've seen, like we did, because we started with Asteroid City, and we got Grand Budapest mixed there in the middle. Like we went through, and we did Fantastic Mr. Fox. We did like some of his best.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, damn, these are like all like crazy good. And we came back to this one, and it's a little more grounded. And I was like, oh, okay. I think we would have started this one and then worked our way up the other way around.
Maybe we approach maybe we go in chronological order to see the growth of a certain creator.
I'm always afraid of doing that with the group because I don't want to turn anybody off if the first one isn't good. Being like, oh, damn, now I gotta watch
or how about,
more of these.
We'd have to start. We'd have to do the first
this?
and then the last, and then watch everything in between.
That's a good idea.
Wait, what did you say?
We'd have to watch the first and then the last, or the last and then the first, and then watch everything in between.
Or we could do 3 movies that are like in between. Like, let's say Christopher Nolan. Like we watched like 3 of his like middle.
Did he do Batman?
Yeah,
he did.
And we just do all 3 Batman.
Yeah, but we everybody.
We gotta do his non-superhero movies.
So like we watched the 3 movies he's kind of known for, middle of his career, and then the 4th one we go to like the beginnings. Like maybe we save the.
I think it's different. All right, so you picked up. I think
we kind of did that with Wes Anderson.
But I was gonna say you fucked up with Chris Nolan, because I think Christopher Nolan's like first one, not Following, but Memento. The like second one. That movie's like. I didn't give a fuck. Like for his second movie, it's kind of unfortunate. It'd be like if you came out in the game and did that good. My friend's like, God damn, bro, what the fuck you gonna do next? He's like, I think it's The Prestige next. You should probably be stopped.
It's pretty wild. Pretty wild.
All right, but yeah, let's go through.
Also, justice for fucking Buckley. That's what made
Buckley.
They made me hate that movie even more. First off, they trapped the damn dog in the car, and then no one tried to check and move the car or anything like that.
That dog was definitely dead.
I mean, it survived the plane crash.
And then immediately get a new dog before you even put him into rest.
Wait, Buckley was Owen Wilson, right? Or was that
Buckley was the dog.
Oh,
they got ran over at the end.
Eli was Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Sorry.
And he was just like, all right, kill that. Oh, I was like, I had to beat the brakes off his ass.
And exactly. The parents were not even that upset about it.
Consulate, and I'd have just.
Well, that tells you something about their inner workings.
Yeah. So let's talk about. We're just gonna talk about each family member. It's just what we're gonna do because that makes the most amount of sense. Oh my god. What about all right? So we'll start with the top. We'll go with Royal and Ethel.
So Royal was doing his best. I feel like he finally hit a moment in his life where he was full of regret and he was trying to get everything back to like a level playing field, but didn't know how since he faked being.
Bro, he just lied and denied.
I was about to say Royal was absolutely not doing his best.
No, I do think that was his best.
One of my favorite bits is when they go upstairs and he's like in the hospital bed.
Yeah.
And they're just like, get up, man. But like you can still hear the machine in the background. Like he's like, all right, let me get my stuff. But then you still hear the machine in the background going like beep, beep, beep. So like if they had fallen for it, he had a whole bit planned out where he was about to die right there. Like it's just those kinds of decent. I love it. Yeah. And Gene
Hackman.
Yeah, he did amazing. I could see Bill Murray in that role too, but I think Gene Hackman brought a more kind of jovial kind of a edge to it, where I think Bill Murray would have just been like Life Aquatic, straight dry.
Yeah, he's a little more smoother edge.
Yeah, he would have been straight dry, but like Gene Hackman, just his delivery and his timing is just so good.
He was like, "Give it here, I'm about to have a seizure." It was like, stop.
Like, everyone's against me. It's your fault. I know, but damn it.
Yeah, that's what. Like, I think when I'm laughing more talking about the movie than I was watching, but it was also like me and Kenny on the couch. I think it's got, if you're looking for it in, it's got the moments, and a lot of it does come from Royal. I like that he's just like, he's kind of this like, I don't know, in my mind he's like this really weird New Yorker who was like, damn, you were living in this house, you were doing this well, you used to be a lawyer, and he just kept making shittier and shittier decisions. We've seen him betting on dog fights twice in this movie, and it's like you just kind of go with the flow, like you're just kind of a general bad person, but you're just like, I've gotten this far in life doing it.
He estranged his family because his son lost a tennis match.
Right?
He was like, why'd you buy him out there? So I think he's a really great example of a shitty dad because he's still fun to watch.
But I
think
would also
Ethling
give
is-
him props though.
Yeah.
Like to know, like he wanted to change. He just didn't know how to change.
Yeah.
But towards the end, he did like humbled himself, got a job,
Got the divorce.
and then actually got the divorce, and then actually really tried to connect with the kids.
And he still died because he lied to everybody and told him he was going to die, and
Yeah.
he ended up dying anyway, which is like,
bitch.
bro, got his ass. He said you thought, and Chaz was the only one there, like when he died, and Chaz like low-key hated him the
Yeah.
most, and it was like, oh god, bro. So yeah, Gene Hackman, great shitty dad.
Yeah. Also, when he took his grandkids, and I love that Ben Stiller and the kids were in the
Tracksuits
matching
the whole time.
But when he took them, there's this one scene where they're running across the street, and I literally like got up, like I just got angry. I was like,
Why? Yeah, exactly.
You're just in the middle of the fucking street. These guys
And the
are
cars would come.
crazy.
He waited until the
Yeah.
cars came.
Bro, like little, just
Go.
small touches in the movie. I was just like, this shit is fucking unnerving. I also love like the style of comedy of it, where it's not in watching the movie that it's funny, but afterwards, if I tell the story of what happened, it's goofy as fuck.
hilarious.
Like that's some of my favorite shit. I was like, yo, that was really funny if I actually think about it.
We're not gonna spend a lot of time on Ethling, but Ethling,
That's the right.
the mom.
Oh, the mom.
She was cool.
She was usual.
The
mom.
little notes of racism everyone was giving her husband.
Yeah, Henry, bro. Gene Hackman was like, "You want to talk jive?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" He said, "Did you just call me Coltrane?"
Laughing so hard.
Took his fucking glasses off. He was like, "No."
No.
He was like, "You fucking did."
You want to talk jive? I'll talk jive.
He called him up. He's like, "What do you think about that big buck living down there?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I was like, this is the type of motherfucker that you're like, bro, you're racist." He's like, "I'm not racist," and it's like, I got an Indian friend, pagoda, and it's like, but Jesus Christ, you definitely are, dog. Yeah. I think the funniest moment from her is in the cemetery, like right before the kiss, when she's like, "I just want to be honest, I haven't had such a thing in 13 years," and she's like, "Oh, like I don't know." You can tell that she's as awkward as the kids, but she put in the work on the kids. It's funny that I thought she was one of the hottest TV moms ever because I just keep forgetting that she's Morticia, and then I start watching, I'm like, that's right, she is Morticia. Fucking crazy.
Fine
But yeah, her and Danny Glover as Henry, I think, is a really good
Danny
offset
Glover's
to
my
what
favorite.
like when Gene Hackman's like, I get what she likes about you. You're none of the things that I am. It's
Yeah.
like, no, exactly.
Yeah, even then, I was just like, still a little racist. Like, it was very polite. You're getting there, though. You're getting there.
So we'll go with Ben Stiller now. Chaz.
See, that is where I got hooked up. Again, I'm thinking of like Ben Stiller movies. I wanted him to do the Ben Stiller shit, and we didn't get his Ben Stiller.
He an actor. He did something
that's
different this
that's
time.
why he wants to be in a Wes Anderson movie, because like when you get typecasted like that, like I'm sure at some point as an actor, it's just like,
But
cool, I'm playing the military general again. Okay, I'll be there. I'll be there
Right.
on set to do my thing that everybody knows me for. Like it's just an opportunity to like do something different.
I
Mickey's
get it
an
from
actor.
his aspect, but the audience aspect, like that's what you want. Like that's why audience tune into certain people is like I know what I'm getting. Like if then they give
I
you
disagree. I like to see people in. I like to see an actor be like in a movie where I'm like, holy shit, I've never.
Yeah, I just somebody
I think
get
it
lost in the
depends
role.
Like,
on the type of movie. Like if it is, someone will either credit like normally a main actor or a movie or the director. Like a Wes Anderson movie, you're not going there because it's Ben Stiller. You're going there because Wes Anderson made a movie.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Ben Stiller's in
And
it.
the same with Christopher Nolan too, right?
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
can get Josh Peck from Drake and Josh in a Christopher Nolan movie, and I don't want him to do Josh Peck. I want him to do whatever fuck Christopher Nolan asked him to do. So yeah, I get that.
so like for example,
yeah.
I like Kevin Hart's mannerisms. Okay?
Yes.
I don't want Kevin Hart not to be Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart's a comedy actor who pretty much plays Kevin Hart-esque roles.
I mean, that's Ben Stiller too.
But I'm about to say, Kevin Hart doesn't really do anything outside of that.
But I'm saying, like, if Kevin Hart went and did a Wes Anderson movie, right?
Yeah.
And if I didn't get Kevin Hart's mannerism in Wes Anderson movie, and me expecting that, I'm not going to enjoy it because I came here I want to see Kevin Hart's mannerism.
Yeah.
Then you're at the wrong movie.
Yeah, I was about to say, you actually just can't
Wes
expect that from Wes
it's
Anderson.
just, I like to see when people break out of their molds and like if Kevin Hart did like a dead serious role where he's like
Uncut Gems type shit.
where he's chasing an Oscar. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Uncut Gems, I love that movie. Though.
Exactly.
Adam Sandler's not doing the Adam Sandler thing, though.
Didn't do anything.
Yeah, but I liked it. It was good because
Yeah,
the
so
story
why-
was good.
Okay.
So maybe the story of this one didn't hit me, but I
Who did
really
Uncut Gems?
The Safdie brothers.
Safdie brothers. Yeah.
that was really good because like it was one that like it was like high anxiety, like on your heels. Oh, I love that.
Same with what was Jim Carrey's The Scary One?
Number 23.
Yeah, that was.
I haven't
one
seen
for
that
me.
one.
Man,
Yeah.
fucked me up for a little bit.
But when
Comedy actors always do well in series.
when
roles.
Jim Carrey did a movie that was outside his norm, I remember watching. But again, I was expecting it to be like his Ace Ventura days. I watched a movie that he did a series where he was having cancer and he was dying. It's called something on the moon or something like that.
Oh, Man on the Moon.
No,
Yeah.
but he's
About,
playing Andy Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman.
I didn't care for that movie.
Yeah, but you probably went in expecting it to
Yeah.
be hilarious.
What-
Don't you watch the
It's a movie
trailers
about
for the
cancer.
movies before you go
I
see
see
them?
the actors.
Or Robin Williams in 1 Hour Photo.
I haven't seen that
Yeah.
one either.
No, what's the one? Never mind. We'll talk about it another time.
Or
But
Jim
like,
Carrey in
hears
Truman
them in
Show. He
movies.
wasn't very Jim Carrey in that.
He wasn't, but it was still funny.
Yeah, he
That was
breaks
still
it.
Jim
He
Carrey to
he
me.
lets a little Jim Carrey break in
Yeah.
every now and again, which makes that movie kind of hilarious in a way that you.
wanna
But
buy-
anyway, Ben
I wanna
Stiller's
buy-
character Chaz. We're talking about Chaz in this
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah. So what did y'all think? Chaz, tracksuits, anxiety, wife died, airplane crash, dog survived, kids also in same class.
It makes sense. Again, makes sense why he's the way he is. But like
Yeah.
it's again, it's
Sued his father.
that's what's cool about like what you're watching on screen is like this person is the culmination of their trauma. And
Yeah.
and you get why these people are the way they are. It makes sense. But
I thought Pat would have loved him with his little business ideas and his little business outfits and working out in the middle of the day and breeding mice to make a bunch of money and then getting into real estate at the age of 12. That's not your guy.
No, I liked him. It was just again, I want Ben Stiller. I want him to get angry, funny, mad.
Okay.
Angry, funny, mad.
Yeah.
It's like Eat, Love, and Pray, but it's a different movie.
It's different, completely different.
All right, fuck him then. We're on to Richie. Luke Wilson.
Luke
tennis
Wilson.
prodigy. In love with his
man.
adopted sister that we can't forget is adopted because they mentioned it 100 times.
Yeah, a lot
She's
of
adopted,
focus
y'all.
on that. It's
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it is a porn category, so it exists. You know,
It's weird.
It's weird. It's not
It
illegal.
No, it's
not.
If I raised two
but
kids,
it's frowned
and-
upon. Just
yeah,
like he said.
I'd be like, yeah, no, absolutely
what are
not.
you doing, Step
I think it's
Tenenbaum?
super different. The only like, if you guys were raised together, then that definitely seems weird. I feel like if you were about to graduate high school and then your dad marries the hottest girl in school's mom, it wouldn't be weird for you to be like, oh yeah, she's hot. But you also wouldn't just call her your sister. Like, I don't think you guys would
Yeah, you
talk
know,
to
yeah.
each other as like
yeah.
Maybe not.
relatives like that.
What'd you think about his breakdown?
His breakdown
Oh,
his breakdown makes sense.
Right after he found out his dad lied.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, which breakdown you talking about? The one in tennis, the one on the court.
talk about
Oh,
what he tried
let's
to-
talk about both of them. Fuck it. Let's start with the one in tennis when he broke down after she got married.
Yeah, because she was with Bill Murray and his love of his life.
I kind of think that shit's hilarious. But
that is
Yeah,
hilarious.
and Bill Murray ends up being a
And,
cop,
and the
like-
and the commentating that he's
Yeah.
like, this is his 70.
I think it's Jason Schwartzman and Owen Wilson doing the commentator and like, I've never seen anything
And
like
I
this.
think-
He like takes off a shoe and a sock, bro. He is like melting down. dog.
And I think it. Who's the other actor from Darjeeling?
Adrian Brody.
No, not him.
Owen Wilson. Jason Schwartzman.
Yeah, was he?
Yeah, he's doing the commentary.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, so like I think out of that breakdown, I was like, damn, it was fucking.
It makes
It was
sense.
so
I thought it was funny.
But the last one where he tries to kill himself after he finds out his dad lied again,
Oh, I thought he.
and then he finds out all of the stuff about his sister.
Okay, I thought it was his sister that.
And like it's like the compounding. I feel like
Again, the part that made me laugh is when he. We're talking about the.
yeah.
Yeah. When he opens up the door, like the kid's face, like
Yeah.
when he saw him, he was just like, and then they just cut to the hospital.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's dark, but it's also.
Brody's like, you wrote a suicide note? It's like, yeah. It's like, is it dark?
That was hilarious. Too.
It's
Like,
a
when he was like
suicide
fucking
note.
hammering on the suicide note.
Can we read it?
Can we hear about it? Can we get just to get the gist?
That's damn near Pat.
Can you prove it?
That is how dark it is. Like, fuck no,
I gotta
man.
know. Was I mentioned like that?
I think Luke Wilson does a good job. I think when for whatever reason, Gwyneth Paltrow's like the most interesting character because I think both of the boys are like fucked up and they're kind of subdued in their fucked upness. But her, she's just like, I'm a very secretive person. But like when everything starts
She's
coming
also
out,
fucked up.
she's
She's
like,
subdued.
I know she is fucked up, but she's the most interesting kind because it's just like she
Yeah,
ran
daddy
away once
issues.
and came back without a pinky, and it's like, wow, well, hold the fuck on, or without a finger. And it's like, y'all didn't investigate that more,
Cut
like,
to Indiana.
right? So now we're not gonna ask more about that. So.
Indiana.
She was trying to find her. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I think this movie is a good. I just thought about this. I think the message of the movie is divorce is good sometimes. I think divorce sometimes is beneficial for everyone involved in that situation.
Yeah. Divorce and anything else. She did the best with the kids, but even still, they were all fucked up at a young age. I want to show you guys this picture I took where Gwyneth Paltrow's head is somehow 10 times bigger than what's happening here. Is she okay?
Yeah, there's got to be some Photoshop.
I have a photo on my phone where Gwyneth Paltrow, for some reason, her head looks like it's 2 times bigger than it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like paused it while we were talking and I looked at the screen. I was like, am I fucking high or is her head
Too big for her body.
How the fuck you guys notice that type of shit? I didn't even know what it is.
we be looking at movies to notice shit. But Gwyneth Paltrow, all of her secrets. I don't know. What's your favorite secret, I guess?
I guess my favorite secret was her going to Jamaica and being married for like a few days. I think it was like she said like 2 or 3 days or something like that.
She appeared on the cover of a reggae singer album.
Yeah. I think with her trauma was the most, I guess, for me to easily see.
Yeah.
Well, I was able to easily see all their traumas, but hers was like she was searching in her love life, like her dad, that she never had the love from her dad. Like,
Yeah. Even
dad.
Bill Murray's way older than her.
Yeah,
too.
that's so. And
She spends 6 hours a day in the bathroom.
right.
That's
And then
correct.
she's like smoking cigarettes, the fucking thing you could electrocute yourself, and
She tied it to the radiator, which is still like, she's like, you're gonna die. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta
I
get
don't
out
think
of
she
here.
cares.
Oh no! What if you're smoking in the bathroom and watching TV set up on a radiator? I'm like, so you're not trying to kill yourself, but
Also,
you're also trying not to try to kill yourself.
Maybe my
you're-
parents were
you're trying to
lying.
create
Not trying
the
hard enough.
conditions
Yeah.
where it might happen.
You put a banana peel right outside the tub. You're like, I don't know. And it's like, you're not
roll
really
the dice today.
right. Your parents do what? now?
Maybe my parents were lying because they told me that, because I like to be in the swimming pool and stuff, like in the water a lot or in
Yeah.
the bathtub. They told me you can't be in the water too long, otherwise your skin gets really bad and you're gonna have sores and you could die.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So like,
for like
Not sores, but yeah, you can.
so like,
yeah.
like. Because she
dries your
was in,
skin
if she's in there for 6 hours, like she's.
no, she was hanging out in the bathroom for 6 hours. She wasn't in the tub the whole entire time.
Oh, okay.
She would, because when we first see her, she's just in the bathroom doing her toes and smoking cigarettes and watching TV. She's just literally locked away. As her husband, I'd be like, you fucking come out of there.
That's math.
Right? You do that 2 days in a row. And I'm like, you spent 12 hours in the bathroom.
For four-
We got problems.
For 4 of the 6 hours, you just hear a.
Right? That it can't work anymore. Right? And then I guess lastly is the homie Eli, higher than a motherfucker and just writing terrible books.
Yeah.
But he's still making all that money.
And he
Still
was an
making all that
asshole.
money.
He was definitely an asshole.
He was
an asshole.
The entire
Why was he
situation.
dressed in war paint when he got to the wedding?
Yeah.
Right? Was he trying to be like the animal?
Bro, he's a
well,
drug
I-
addict.
I
You don't
don't
even know.
know.
You just
I
where
don't
did
know
he
what he
come
was
from?
trying to do. I don't know what the goal was.
So here I come. I don't.
For a second though, I didn't know that he was also in love with Gwyneth Paltrow, whatever was her name,
Margot.
Yeah.
Margot. I thought he might have been in love with the mom because he was sending her stuff.
Yeah, but I think he just wanted attention. He was raised by his aunt, maybe, and he always said, "I wanted to be like a Tannenbaum," so he just
Yeah.
wanted to be like a part of the household. You never had that one kid that came and hung over like a whole bunch because his home life wasn't super great.
I was that one kid doing that.
Well, then you get it. So all in all, I guess the question is I don't know, favorite scene, and did you fuck with the movie or not?
I did. I loved it.
It was
I
alright.
think I would. Yeah, I think you're right. It's about on par with Darjeeling.
Yeah.
I enjoy the fact that it's funnier thinking about the movie than it was like watching.
I
it.
get you on that.
Yeah.
I think that
I
might
had
be,
more laughs here than Ashley did in the movie.
Which I enjoy.
I think
I
that
enjoy
might
movies
be
like
by
that.
design by Wes Anderson too.
I
He's like,
agree.
yeah, like I
Because
think,
all
I
of
think
his
it's-
movies are like
It's
that.
intentional.
Like
yeah.
if we would have watched this as a group, I think we would actually been having a really good time.
Like yeah, if you watch it and you're looking at it and you're like, oh, that's that's bizarre, but you're right. Like like verbally saying it out loud. That's when you're like, okay, that's fucking hilarious.
That was goofy as
That
shit.
is the funniest thing I've ever.
They're walking through the church having a decent conversation about some really important things. He just fell into a hole.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm gonna
and
watch.
it kept moving too.
Yeah, like,
Said I'm good.
I'm definitely gonna watch the rest of them for sure. And
Yeah.
If there's ever like a Wes Anderson like commemorative like box set or something,
That'd be fucking
good
dope.
one.
I'd invest.
Nice. Yeah, I think out of all of these, real quick, I'm gonna pull up the list. I think there's only one Wes Anderson movie I haven't seen. There might be two. I think it's three. I haven't seen Isle of Dogs. I haven't seen Bottle Rocket, which was the very first one. I did see Rushmore, which is good, and it's also about a lot of people like older women in his movies.
Huh.
I haven't seen Isle of Dogs, and I haven't seen
You think Wes Anderson has
French Dispatch.
paternal issues.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, right.
He looks like a normal. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I guarantee he's like resonating to these things because he's a little.
He looks like Tiny Tim.
All right, so here we are at the end of the podcast, deciding what to watch next.
So
Oh yeah,
our
we all picked our movies, right?
Our
Right now?
next 2
We picked
weeks
our-
we have guests though. So are we actually doing?
So the
Yeah, I think the plan is we're having a guest next week.
So the TikTok one, I think we can still do a movie because I think he's only coming in for a portion, right?
Yeah, the thing is that we'll do like a portion of an interview with him and then just get back into the movie stuff. So instead of talking about the usual stuff we talk about, we'll preload with a little dealy. So whose movie who wants to go next?
I will. All right, because if I go first, we're going to be watching. I'll go Spy.
Spy.
Yeah. We'll, at some point, we'll do a puppet week and we'll do
I
Happy
wrote
Town
mine down.
Murders.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got a Chris Rock movie
I
to pick.
forgot. Okay.
Not that you had one, remember?
I thought I'd. Yeah.
Just
it
pick
was
Head
with
of
him
State.
and Anthony Hopkins.
Enemy of the State.
No.
That's what I thought.
That's Will Smith, but
Racist.
I was just thinking about them slapping each other.
All right, I got mine. So I got Cat Williams,
Yeah, and you're picking
First Sunday.
First Sunday.
nice. Okay.
All right, bet we got First Sunday. So first, well, shit, someone's good. Okay, I'll miss a week.
Oh.
I'm dropping mine out. is what
No,
I'm
we
doing.
could just roll over.
Mine was Bad Company.
All right, bet.
Oh
Yeah,
boy!
yeah,
I just
Bad
looked
Company.
at the score of this movie.
What's the score?
Yeah, Bad Company.
I actually enjoyed that movie.
Let's. I don't
All right,
know.
hold on. I need to. The Rotten Tomatoes bad score. Oh my god, is a 10 from critics and a 35 from audiences.
But it was actually not that bad. I watched that movie.
It wasn't that good. I saw it too, though. I think.
all right, fuck it. Since we're here, let's check out First Sunday.
No. I'm sticking.
First
with,
Sunday's not fair because
I'm sticking with.
Isn't
I'm
that-
sticking
is that
with
Ice
Bad
Cube
Company.
and
Ice
Mike
Cube and-
Epps?
Ice Cube, Tracy Morgan. Oh my god.
Tracy Morgan.
Tomato meter
Dogma
gives
would
it
be good.
12%, and the audience gives it 56 though. And then Spy.
Yeah, Spy, Melissa McCarthy.
Spy. Oh no, stop moving. 95. Spy's got a 95%.
You guys, it's funny.
And a
as
78 from audience.
shit. It's funny as fuck.
All
dude. I
right,
love
so you guys, how do you want to do this? Where do you want to? Spy says he's going next. So we'll start with Spy. The 13th, we're gonna skip. That would have been my movie, and then it'll be one of you two for the last 2 weeks.
We're doing. Can we do Bad Company? Because I'm
Yeah.
so curious.
Yeah, I'm down for Bad Company.
I'll be last.
How could it be this?
All right, so then we'll do. So then it'll go Spy, skip a week, Bad Company, and then Pat's is
First Sunday.
First Sunday.
I remember everything about Bad Company now, and I know exactly why it's a trash fucking movie.
Don't tell. Don't say.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
say,
I
don't
won't.
say.
But I'm now remembering all of it, and
Bet.
it feels like the Matrix. I have a
Oh god.
headache.
Oh god.
Holy shit! Like,
I damn it. I want to see this one now. All right, it's fine. It's fine.
yeah, should we
It's
do
fine.
that? Should we
Yeah,
do
let's
Bad
do Bad
Company
Company
first?
Let's start with Bad
Let's start
Company.
with
Let's
Bad
start. We're
Company.
watching
Yeah.
Bad Company next
Yeah,
week.
let's do Bad Company first.
It has a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh God, I need to know. Yeah.
It's gonna be good bad. It's gonna be good bad. Or is it bad bad?
It's not
All right,
bad.
I don't know.
It's just like the most.
It's a movie.
It's the most racist.
Hold on,
thing
Pat.
we've
You
ever
seen it? What grade would you give it?
I give it a B.
A B? All right. Bad, because the internet's giving it a -F.
I know.
The internet's giving it a
The
turn your
internet-
paper in
internet's just a bunch
again.
of haters.
You know
All right.
how in like a bunch of old Miramax movies, you can tell there's like this actor got the rights to make this movie kind
Yeah.
of thing. It feels almost like that.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay, bet. All right, so sweet. We're watching for the next movie we're watching. We're doing comedians all next month, and we're doing Bad Company. Chris Rock.
I'm hyped.
All right, bet. Sweet. Well, this has been the
I'm
Talking
excited
Normies
for it.
podcast. We're the Talking Normies. Oh, I do need this from y'all right now. There's 35 of y'all here, so I just please listen. go to Spotify, look up the Talking Normies podcast, and just like give it a like. Just rate it up for us. I need some love on that. I know you guys probably aren't listening to it on the back end because you're here now, but if you could, just support all 35 of y'all. If you guys did this for me, what I'll do for you is continue to make podcasts until the day that they put me in the fucking ground.
Let's go.
Oh, also next Tuesday, our streaming day. We're not streaming.
We're
not streaming next Tuesday?
Yeah, this coming Tuesday.
Okay, why not?
Why?
We are because we're on the schedule.
Uh-huh.
It's off of the schedule because we're actually keeping it as a regular day because it's a shortened day, shortened week.
Would you guys be willing to sacrifice your
yeah,
lives to
like,
stream
why-
anyway?
I
why-
won't be
why
able
not?
to.
Pat
You guys
can't.
can.
We can do
three-player
three.
Yeah,
zombies.
I'm down. Let's.
We can do trios.
Yeah,
Because
I'm down.
don't forget, Angel. We're doing. Oh, you don't watch Angel.
I don't watch Angel.
Want to do Apex?
I watch it.
Because we're watching 3 episodes of Angel that day, and then you're gonna be streaming straight like right into 7. So
Okay.
I won't be able to, but you guys might. If you guys don't watch Angel, so it doesn't matter.
I watch Angel.
Sweet. So we will still be streaming. Pat won't be there. We're going to be playing zombies. You want to do half zombies, half Apex, since Apex is free and it's 3s up? We can do that because for whatever reason, I'm trash at Apex. I swear I'm better at Call of Duty. I don't know why. I'm just trash.
The
you
aiming
mean
is a little bit
Resurgence?
harder.
Huh?
Wait, did you mean like Warzone? Or actually playing Apex?
Apex.
Okay,
Oh, sorry,
okay.
Apex Legends.
Gotcha.
You got Apex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I'm trash at Apex Legends for
It's
whatever.
because
Like,
the hit boxes. It's a little bit harder for sure.
yeah. Anyway, that's what the plan is for next Tuesday. Head over to Spotify, look up Talking Normies podcast, and give us an old like. I would really appreciate that. And we'll see you guys at the next one. I have to get up to go press the button. Tune in live later where they're going to be watching Beetlejuice from 1988.
Well, then I'll do one last plug for myself.
do that.
I'm playing Black Myth Wukong on my personal channel, Mikatsuki. Check it
Nice.
out.
I don't know if or when we are actually going to set up a YouTube gaming channel for After Dark, but I just downloaded.
I don't think we need to set up a gaming channel. We can just
Can we
stream on
just
that.
do it?
We can just stream on that channel.
Bet,
Because
yeah.
we can go live. You
Then
can
After Dark, we'll be streaming on that channel as well. I just
we need
downloaded
to
Star
do.
Wars
We need
Outlaws.
to do Chain Together. We need to do a Chain Together run, dude.
I would. I
Chain
think
together.
You guys,
We need to do.
hear me out.
we
Me
need
and
to do
Mickey can
two-
beat Chain Together.
I think we could do it in record time.
I do too.
I think
I have
we can do it
complete
in
faith
record
that me and
time.
Mickey could beat it. Just 2 player. Just saying.
And how many streams?
Just saying. One
One
stream.
sitting.
In one sitting.
One sitting.
I would low key drop 50 on it. That
One
me and Mickey
sitting
could beat it in
first
one
try.
sitting, bro.
GG easy no
Blindfolded.
re. Okay, I'm only up. I didn't beat only up, so I'm not a veteran, but I'm used to more bullshit than that game was offering.
Bye, you guys.
See ya.
Yes, Black Ops 6 open beta today.
Talking Normies podcast.